How's everyone, and welcome to 𝘗𝘢𝘗𝘢, where the pigs eat the trash. People are paid to ride you around. The mountains are beautiful. And packets of chips are one touch away from exploding. A lot of the supplies and vehicles are flown in by 737s because the road is constantly getting washed away. It's a unique little place. There's even little horses that randomly roam the streets. The story I've heard about these horses is that there was a missionary that had a few daughters and he flew them up into 𝘗𝘢𝘗𝘢, and unfortunately he had an accident, a plane accident, and he ended up passing away, and then the horses were just released into 𝘗𝘢𝘗𝘢 and now they just roam the streets. Okay, so for today's video, I'm being a bit lazy and I've just got some footage from some old footage, but it's going to be my two favorite departures in this area in 𝘗𝘢𝘗𝘢, in the 𝘗𝘗𝘗𝘢 area. So there's 4 different factors that I've thought of that make an airstrip a favorite to me. The first one's going to be if you've got like a nice incline from the parking bay down, just that feeling of dropping down and rolling down a hill. I'm sure everyone knows it, just going down on a bicycle. It's a lot of fun. So just rolling down a hill, that's the first factor. The second factor would be if after departure you have a steep turn either way because of terrain, or you have to dip down into a valley, or even just make a 180-degree turn. That definitely makes things a lot more fun on departure. The third thing would be just the scenery around. It could be a beautiful waterfall, a nice cliff face, big terrain around you, and yeah, it could even be just in the lowlands. You get the winding rivers. So now the fourth thing, that's going to be the pucker effect. I'm sure you can imagine what that means. When your muscles tense up, your heart rate starts to go a bit stronger. Yeah, so just a little bit more difficult departure. So those are the 4 things that makes a runway my favorite. My first favorite departure is going to be one that I've been flying to recently, and it's a bit of an interesting approach as well. But for the departure, let's just put up the checklist here, and then we can see the different things. So this departure definitely has a beautiful scenery in front of it. It's got a beautiful waterfall up ahead. I'll put the footage up so you can have a look. The second thing it has, after departure, you've got to make a left or right turn because there's terrain in front of you. And let me just double check the third thing. And the third thing is that it gets super slippery there, so you have to be on top of your game. So it has the pucker effect. So it manages to get 3 out of 4, which is pretty good. I'm not sure if there are any that have 4 out of the 4, but yeah, I'll still have to look. And here's the footage. So my second favorite one, let's get the checklist up again. The three things that it has is, first of all, on takeoff, as you're taking off, you're going to make a right turn, and that's because there's a mountain in front of you. And as you're making the right turn, you're flying along the beautiful river. So that's the second thing, the beautiful scenery. And you're flying along the river, and then eventually it opens up to this, the mountains start to open up, and you start to see the floodlands, the lowlands around where the water, where the rivers are meandering down all the way to the sea. And then the third thing it has is that occasionally you'll get a tailwind on departure, so you just have to be on top of your game, and yeah, it definitely gets the heart going. So that's pretty good as well. It's got 3 out of 4. Thank you so much for thank you so much everyone for watching. I appreciate you all for watching.